Hello, Drew Crew family. Welcome back to another newsletter vlog from me. And I want to give you guys an update of where I am physically, where we are as an organization, why I need your help. But first, I want to give you some perspective about the Lions. Our Detroit Lions had the greatest season they've ever had, 15-2. 15 incredible highs with wins going in to where we could go into the next week on a high. Colors are brighter, air smells better. Everything is just on an uprise as we go into our week. And that would happen 15 different times this year. Most we've ever won in a year. So really take that in, be grateful, and enjoy the process that we get to go into every single year now, knowing that we could win the Super Bowl. Growing up, I was a Lions fan before my accident, but not as much until my injury happened. Before my accident, I played football and basketball and many other sports, so I didn't really watch them as much. It was hard for me to sit and watch a game when I knew I could just get up and go play. Fast forward to 2010, when my accident happened, I couldn't go play sports anymore. So I was in bed majority of the day, and then I would watch many Lions games, start to finish. And it was the perfect timing. In 2011, they went 10-6, which sounds like a good year on the surface, but it was actually a letdown. They started the year 5-0, and to end the year 10-6, they ended with a losing record, losing 6 of the last 11 games. Still made the playoffs, but they lost their first playoff game. It was really tough. And then the next few years after that, they went 11-5 one year. And same thing as Detroit knows best. They got screwed over in the playoffs against the Cowboys. I could probably still name every single player on that roster, from Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson, Brandon Pettigrew as tight end. Our running back was Javid Best. Our defensive line was one of the best in the league with Ndamukong Suh, Nick Fairley, Ziggy Ansah, and more. We had Louis Delmas as safety. We had Glover Quinn. We had a hell of a roster. But ultimately, the pass interference flag against Brandon Pettigrew got picked up, and they called it back, and the Lions lost that game. I know, that's just one time that the refs screwed us over. And I watched it year after year after year where we got screwed over by refs, where we had mishaps and small errors, and then we go from a winning record to going 4-12 the next year, and it was tough. So I am very grateful for what they did this year, and we have had 3 years in a row of a winning record, and that is something to be said. And it's not to be belittled. We should really be grateful for what we have as Lions fans. So yeah, I hope you guys can take a breather, be happy and joyful that we got to have the season we had. Now, with that said, if you've paid attention to the last few messages I sent out, you know that I've been really worried about my body. Well, luckily in the last week, I found a nice solution to my physical therapy and got it working a lot stronger. Here in this video, you can see my calves flexing my feet all the way back and all the way out. And it's not just my calves, my shorts, my glutes, my abs, my arms, my back. They're all working much stronger, and I'm getting back stronger. I don't know if you can tell in my voice and the way I'm talking. I'm not straining as much to talk, and I can talk louder, which is great. The next step, I'm getting back into physical therapy. Gonna get back in the walking machine. Gonna get back to getting as much stimulation, movement, and sensation I can get back as possible and get ready for when one opportunity is given for me to have a procedure done to get out this chair. I think it's time. I feel strong. I feel ready. I feel strong mentally and physically, and I'm ready. I'm ready to get a procedure done, stem cells or otherwise, to get out of this chair. All I need is one opportunity, and I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen sooner than later. Last but not least, I want to tell you guys about our Super Bowl squares. We're right around the corner from making a turn to where we are financially stable as an organization, but we are not there yet. My care is very expensive. We are still paying a lot for our nurses. My situation, my van is taking a crap. And we are not there yet as an organization to be able to help others the way we will one day. But we are very close. And in the meantime, I really need you guys to consider purchasing a Super Bowl square. $200 for a square. It can make a huge difference for me and our organization. We have 50 some squares left, and we have about 3 weeks left until the Super Bowl, and I could really use your guys' help. So please consider purchasing a Super Bowl square today. Go to thedrewcrew.org and get a square, and it would make a huge difference for me and my family and all my ambition this year to really change not just my life, but so many other people's lives. As always, continue to push through adversity. Pray until something happens, or absolutely push through. It's working for me, and I know it can work for you as well. So stay positive, stay strong. Character is forged in the fire. I love you guys so much, and thank you for everything you do for me.